Hello, welcome to the video. I realized a while ago that I had never done a video like this for Mordor, and since it's my favorite faction, I feel like I should do one. These are the buildings. They are the same as all the other evil buildings, sadly. These are the units they start with. The Morgul quarter. They have a Grunt lair. Then we have the Grunt. Grunts are largely inexperienced soldiers that need to be told how to hold their weapons properly. Nevertheless, they are naturally violent and do well enough in battle. These are the stats. The Brute. Brutes are grunts who survive enough fights to attract the attention of the higher up and are rewarded with better equipment. The top of the orcish food chain. That's the Crusher. Few orcs survive their first encounters with wargs, even fewer are able to ride them. Scouts undergo intense training to form special bonds with the beast. That's the Scout. Trackers train their wargs to seek out enemy mounts, a practice considered despicable by all, except the ones that are riding the wargs and their allies. Then we have the Raider. Only the hardiest wargs are strong enough to don armor and remain nimble. Such wargs make up the heavy cavalry of orcish armies. These enormous trolls have made it their purpose to wreak havoc on enemy defenses. Trolls are unintelligent, enormous creatures whose destructive power is wielded by the dark forces. Orcs were once elves, taken prisoner by dark forces, tortured and twisted into a new terrible form. They are now faithful servants of darkness. I never liked the elves being tortured and turned into orcs. Pretty sure Tolkien had a few theories. That was just one of them. Mountain trolls have evolved to efficiently and effectively destroy people and structure. Almost 400 damage and 1200 HP. Compared to these guys, 5 damage and 24 HP. But you get 100 of these. I guess you get 4 trolls for every 100 of these. And the Ravager, this is the Mordor unique unit, and it's stronger than the other trolls. Ravagers are wrathful trolls that live for the joy of crushing as many foes as they can. Their fury on the battlefield terrifies even their allies. And this is their unique building, the Ravager Den. I made 2 Mordor accounts now. Pretty sure both of them spawned here, or maybe that one. No, I think I spawned here, behind the Mordor. This is the town you start with, only some lava flowing and nothing on the top. But if you scroll down here, you can see you actually grow into a bit bigger city with something on the top. Let's go back to the main server. A side note, there are now over 300 servers in this game. This is what the map looks like right now. The dwarves have a pretty solid corner of the map here. Angmar is... I'm not sure if this is a real faction or not, because Linden doesn't exist, or Arnor didn't exist, so I think this is just a placeholder. Same with Rune, maybe? I don't know. This is Isengard. They have moved this way. Rohan is pretty small, Gondor is pretty big, Mordor is pretty big, and the Elves are pretty big. Let's head to Mordor. This is what the game looks like now. Everyone's building forts. And this is a pretty advanced town. I think they look pretty similar to the one we saw on the other map. I guess there's still some dead accounts here. Now this is a real town. So this is how you end up looking, pretty much. We can actually check out other while we're here. Captain Faramir is here. This is an advanced Gondor town. It looks pretty good. Let's go over to Rohan. I think this is a dead account. We're going to see if there are any bigger towns around. Here is one that's pretty damn big. So we go from a small hill to a massive hill. Isengard town. Actually, that might be a keep or something like that. Here is an Isengard town, but I don't think that's the biggest they can get. I think this one is a bit bigger. They have a flow of lava there. Pretty bad looking town. Okay, this one is a bit better. They have a fire up here and a bit more controlled lava flow. And let's check out the Elven towns. That's Rivendell. Yeah, I would say Elves have the best towns by far. Definitely my favorites in the town department, that is. Dwarven town, I think that one is pretty small. This is a big one. They kind of dig into the mountains, so pretty hard to make a Dwarven town look good. They have by far the most boring towns, especially if you look at the big cities. Oh, they're actually taking over Elven King Halls. Huh. Yeah, this is Erebor now. And here's Erebor itself. Yeah, so by far the worst looking capital. Just literally a mountain with a gate on. Here are a few battles. Let's see if we can find a big one. Elves and dwarves, they really hate each other. I think the 2 biggest clans are the elves and dwarves. Mordor and Gondor is fighting a pretty big battle down here. Yeah, at the crossing. Mumakil camp. If occupied by a specific faction, will unlock Mumakil. Here you can see the massive amounts of servers. The game crashed, so I came back here. 305. That's why everyone is a special server now. When I first started playing, pretty much everyone was a normal server. And I'm also on a normal server because I was placed into one. Now everyone in special servers, that's great. It means my server is even deader than usual now. If occupied by specific factions, we'll unlock Fellbeasts. Fellbeasts were bred by the Dark Lord in order to serve the Ringwraith in the hunt for the One Ring. They are incredibly fast-winged creatures that emit a fetid stench. That's pretty cool. You can build them if you conquer that place. And here's a pretty big battle. 1.3 million are fighting. 300,000 have died. And they are fighting over Minas Morgul, where it's still 100%. Known as Minas Ithil before it fell to the forces of Mordor, Minas Morgul is a menacing fortress near the pass of Cirith Ungol in the Fellbeasts mountains. It is home to the Ringwraith and the launching place for many expeditions against Gondor. All was dark about it, earth and sky, but it was lit with light. Not the light welling through the marble walls of Minas Ithil long ago, fair and radiant in the hollow hills. The Two Towers, Book 4, Chapter 8. Yeah, here you can see the Mordor armies are lining up. Ooh, what's this? This is a giant fortress. This is just a fort. The Tower of Cirith Ungol is a bastion in the pass of Cirith Ungol, built by the Gondorians after the War of the Last Alliance to keep watch over Mordor. As Sauron's power returned, his minions seized control of the tower and became an outpost of Minas Morgul. Then we have the Gondor forces here on the other side. They're lining up. Quite a lot of them. But yeah, say goodbye to Sauron. This is it for the video. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.